There was some wonderful cheesecake party. There was
Room
toilet in
number
the room
one.
behind the morgue. There was some witch trial papers. Let's
Never
not
talk about Fight Club.
We don't talk about Fight Club. Yeah.
Now is my face red. No.
Yeah, we talked to the dean of the school, my boss, and got information regarding Kazia Mason. The research
Yeah,
that the professor who was gone missing was working on was witchcraft, specifically the Mason family.
witchcraft and wizardry. So yeah, wizard hair.
Oh my god, stop.
It's not my fault. You put two games together inside of this Discord where we end up playing with wizards.
Speaking of
I didn't
wizards,
say wizard. I said witch.
but speaking of wizards, the Wizard of Oz was on last night.
Mm.
They have improved the color on that. The Wicked Witch of the West and her henchmen are bright emerald green.
I haven't seen that. I can't remember how long.
Kraken.
Hey, you're fine. My roll 20's just being a little stupid. I'm trying to get it to actually load things.
Roller, weren't you around when it first came out?
Yeah,
I
I
don't know
think
when did it first come out.
Wow. Wow.
Boston when it first came out.
no,
60.
Brittany, you're not in your 50s.
I thought he said that's one. Okay.
No. He's
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
in The Wizard of Oz. And The Wizard of Oz actually came out in the 60s. And so I didn't see it.
Yes, sir.
I did not see it until I want to think I was 4 or 5. So it would have been 72 because I was born in 67.
Wizard of Oz came out in 1939.
Oh, okay. So,
I want to say, though I might not be right, that it was the first one shot in Technicolor. Although there's a real good chance I'm not right on that.
I
It
thought
was
they put it in color in 60s. That might be what I was thinking. But I don't know.
Yeah,
Starts in
color
black and
didn't come
white,
out
in
until
black and white, color throughout Oz.
So you guys talked to the dean last time. You talked to to the professor that was killed. You talked to his graduate assistant, Amelia, and then you went and saw the body, right?
Yep.
Is that where we left off?
Sounds familiar.
Just making sure
That is where we left off.
that I was remembering correctly.
Yep, there was noise in the other room. Piper went in there to look.
And there was a strange mirror, which I really thought was somehow related to his death, because it was partially melted.
We all failed a insanity check or something.
Right.
So how much experience points did we get for the last session? Did we level yet?
Mhm.
There are no
Zero.
levels.
Exactly. All right. So you guys talked to God, what was his name? Hold on, and I'll tell you the doctor. Dr. John Wheatcroft. That's what his name was.
Yep.
And so, where are you guys going from there? Do you want to? Um, are y'all are either going to talk to somebody or you were going to his house, to Professor Leader's house. I can't remember which decision y'all made. Or which y'all
What were
made.
the options?
I don't
We
We
went.
have plenty of options. I just
Yeah.
We talked to his
that's the two
assistant.
Yeah,
We
I
were
think that's the
talking
two
to
you
his
talked about.
assistant, and she was going to take us to his house or something.
Yeah, because we were at his office and we didn't really find anything notable at the office.
Oh, you found
We
things.
probably did. We just didn't roll high enough to do the good stuff.
which means we didn't find anything notable.
Yeah. I mean, we did find some stuff, but I don't think it was like important enough that my brain remembers it right now.
Yeah, we didn't find that secret door that was standing wide open.
Right. That one.
Amelia Court was her name. That's his assistant, his grad student assistant.
Yeah.
Right.
Who was having an affair with him. Because
We
they always.
believe.
That's an
We
interesting
believe.
turn of events, but alright.
Haven't you seen the movies? They're always having an affair with him.
Sure. So, okay. So where do y'all want to go from there?
Guess we're going to his house.
He's sure to have some
Um,
research at his office or his house going.
I would think so, but like I
You've
can't
already been
guarantee.
to his office. That's where you found the mirror and the papers that were burned in the fireplace. And then her office, when you talked to Amelia, her office was attached to his.
And
So
there's
you've already
something
been to
about
his office.
yeah, and there's something about a roadhouse. So it's we found a matchbox to Hibbs Roadhouse or something. Anthony and the name Anthony Flinders. I know that's where my notes stop.
Then we have
Yeah.
Charles, the dead guy's rival was Harley Roach.
Yeah.
Yes. So y'all got several different options. You've got the information. You can go several different ways. So y'all just tell me where you want to go.
I suggest we head to his place first.
Yeah.
You want to split up?
What is
What?
rule number 3?
Split up.
Never split the party. Yeah, I don't mind if we split up.
There's no
Some of us
doppelgangers in this game.
Some of us have the same abilities of others, so if we split up, we could actually cover more ground easier.
So
Or
who's
just
going
kill
where?
one by one.
It makes the DM have to shuffle her paperwork a lot faster so we can get even.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but it does make the DM do extra work.
That's why you do it.
So who's going where?
I would like to go to his house.
Well, considering that I'm the one that would know the research best, I would prefer to go to his house as well.
Okay.
I'll go check out the matchbox for the roadhouse.
I like matchboxes. I don't think they were invented yet, but
Y'all found a matchbox.
Matchbox cars are fun.
Yeah. So are you going to the roadhouse itself? Is that what you mean?
It said Dr. Wheat. Yeah, I just made notes. Dr. Wheat, John Wheaton, Matchbox, Hibbs Roadhouse, Matchbox, and then Anthony Flinders. So,
Yeah, so when you in the that session when y'all examined, so you've already technically examined the matches and it had the name of the roadhouse on it. So that's why you wrote down Hibbs Roadhouse.
yeah, I know it was Hibbs. Was the name was Hibbs Roadhouse. I just the Anthony Flinders has got me. trying to remember what that guy's name, where that guy comes in. But
Yeah, so his name came up with investigation
okay,
of someone you might need to talk to.
okay, and I think the Roadhouse had something to do with the professor having a gambling problem. So yeah, yeah, I might not be the best person to go there because I am a cop. But hey, let's go. Yeah, I'll go check out Hibbs Roadhouse.
Okay?
Perfect opportunity for a shakedown.
Yeah.
So, where Dal didn't tell me yet, did he?
I'll go to the Roadhouse as well.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
Y'all happen to see Patrick Swayze there.
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh,
Every
as
time I
long
see the restaurant Roadhouse, I think of that movie, Texas Roadhouse.
as the doctor's with him, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Y'all can have Patrick. I want the doctor.
Okay, well, we will start. I'm gonna have to remember names here because it's been a minute.
In a while.
I'm hoping for the neat little special.
So
And I'll
Piper
get that out of him.
Vance's character, correct? And Royce, that's Quinn's character, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna start the other you other three. I'll get to you in just a minute, but we're gonna start with the cottage. You will know where it's at because even if I didn't specifically say it when we were doing the role play between you and the dean would have provided you with a key to the cottage as well as to locate the directions. So you do know where it's at. Plus, Royce might have already known where it's at, just anyways, just because it's a house of a coworker. But you won't have any issues getting there. It's actually really near campus. It's within walking distance. It's a very small cottage, and when you walk out to it, you actually see there's like four or five others that are in this little neighborhood that look pretty identical. Probably look like they were built around the same time. Just only differences are really colors, few design differences. So you can tell this is a place where they probably rent out the faculty members. So he's not the only professor that lives in this area. And so, what would y'all like to do? Hmm.
Well, can we get in?
Yeah, you have a key.
Okay.
That's what we found that wasn't of note. We found a key.
Or was it
So
the right
yes, you
key?
will be able to get in, and um, you will actually notice, like, are you going to go into the front door or the back door?
Um, I think I'll go into the back door.
Which
Okay.
way do you want to go? Royce will follow you.
Rude, and that was very, very bad of you.
What?
I heard his giggle.
Oh,
Wasn't me.
I didn't hear anything.
It wasn't me. Okay. Yeah. So actually, as you get around to the back and you get to the door and start to put the key in, both of you, without even a roll, you can notice that the back door lock has recently been replaced. You can look at it and see that it's got new bolts that have been added to the doors and to the windows that's on either side of it. Once you get into the door, because your key's gonna unlock it once you get in, It kind of looks like a place of like semi-organized chaos is the way I would describe it. It's looks very chaotic, but probably like where Professor Leader knows where everything's at, but it's very messy.
Hmm. Can I try and figure out his organization style? Maybe figure out exactly where he would probably have things that we could pinpoint the location of what we need?
Well, most likely be
Um,
in his office, home office.
Well, it's
I mean,
possible. Also, we have a black screen.
no,
We have a what?
Like, screen. It's
I should
black.
fix it.
I thought you said butt screen.
Yeah. Because you know the back door and everything that goes with it. We got all the bad jokes today, y'all.
I have
Just
to eat a
cover
nipple.
cameras.
Can you see now?
We can, yes, ma'am.
Looky there. This is the map of his house. So when you step in, you are actually like right here. This would be the front porch, and this would be the back porch.
And like the part which is down from the one you showed is second floor, right?
Yes, but you are not here because you said you were going to the roadhouse, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So this map, you're not at. So it's just Royce and Piper.
Oh, wait a second. I guess we all were going.
No, we split the party.
They
Oh,
split. So
okay.
these two were here, and the three of you went somewhere else. So here in a minute, we'll get to the roadhouse. But your character, if you went to the roadhouse, is not here.
Okay.
Did you
Um,
want to go to the professor's house?
Might run into Marianne.
alright, so I'm thinking that I go into the house. We're right here, you said, right?
I think.
You're right here.
Alright.
Were we
You
coming in
step
the front door or
wherever
back
you.
door?
Well, this is the I thought this was the back door, but I could be wrong.
Living room and dining room. That's probably the front. Typically, the showrooms were in the front. Kitchen was in the back.
That's fine. Then you can be up there. My little note over here says that it's back here, so they lied to me, but it's fine.
It's whatever you want. You're the one in charge.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Cause you're right. I didn't pay attention to that living room.
Can I give several notes considering that I'm not there, but I noticed several things?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
So
Well, Royce will follow Piper's lead because Royce is not a man of action.
Uh, well, okay then. Since we're right here,
He's a very timid little man.
back room. Um, good thing that we went together then, huh?
Hmm.
Alright, so we don't see anything abnormal, right? As we walked in through the back door.
no, you don't. Like I said, it's a little bit messy. And if you're walking into the kitchen, you're gonna see that it's messy in there as well. But it's not. There's nothing of nothing of value pretty much for you to find in the kitchen, but you can tell that just by looking around the kitchen, if you step into the hall into other rooms that's right there, like the den. That it looks like Professor Leader probably left in a hurry, judging by what's left behind.
Okay. But like food, the food that's out, is it like old and rotted? Is it warm? Is it cold?
Well, there's no food left out per se, but there's dirty dishes that
Hmm.
he didn't clean. But no, there's not any food per se that like he left on his plate.
Okay. Um.
But what you see in the cabinets and stuff like fruit or whatever may be laid out or inside the cabinets or however you guys store yours because everybody's different. Um, they are starting to go bad.
Okay.
My mother would never approve of this.
That's why I said however you do it because everybody's different.
So, all right. So, if I'm assuming that everything looks hunky dory, I'm gonna just make my way through here and into this room. I'm assuming that the person is dead. I'm not gonna be trying to be silent about it. I'm just gonna keep walking. I didn't see any police tape or anything, right?
No.
Okay. Right. I think we beat the police here. So let's not touch anything.
It's okay by me.
Oh,
So this room here is the dining room. Um, you can see like a clutter of papers that's on top of the table. But if you inspect it and look at it, it doesn't appear there's nothing in there about the witch trial papers. There's it's just basically correspondence between like uh, him and a God, sorry, my words lost me. A newspaper that was going to publish an article on part of um, his history, like his tenure with the college, but it doesn't specifically list anything about the witch trial papers.
What newspaper?
It is basically the equivalent of the local newspaper. I guess we'll have to name it. We'll just say it's the
Arkham
Arkham.
Times.
I was gonna say Gazette, but we can go with Times.
Well, I already typed Arkham Gazette before anyone said anything, so.
Looky there. We was thinking the same thing.
Does it say who the person doing the interview was? Or will be?
No, it doesn't. It just has their name, like a header, on there. It doesn't have the person's name. It basically just looks like a correspondence where they sent, "Hey, we're gonna write this article. Can you get back with us?" And he laid it down, and that's what you're looking at is something like that, but not. There's no mention of witch trial papers or hey, we want to know about your research. It's we want to talk about your basically professionalism as as a historian and your contributions to the college and to research overall.
Does it say how they wanted him to contact him?
It just has their address for him to send a letter back.
I would note the address.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's move into the next room and see what we see.
Well, he was
Um.
being recognized. Did you go into the
I went
hallway?
to
Just
the
went into the
hallway.
hall right here.
Hmm.
And if you're not aware, this little C. These are closets.
Gotcha.
So where to now?
Hmm. Closet. What is this room?
It is.
Looks like a study to me.
It
Or a
is.
library.
It's not the study. It is the den.
Den.
I'm gonna check the bookshelves.
That's the den. Then it was Colonel Mustard.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well,
It is the den.
Piper will point to the candlestick sitting on the table and giggle. I'm going to check bookshelves and whatnot.
Yeah, Royce will definitely be scanning book titles.
Okay. On the table where you're at, right here. You see that there is a chessboard laid out with pieces. It looks like he probably was played, a lot in his downtime. But there's nothing else really on that table other than a few cigars.
Do the pieces look like they're in middle of a game?
No, no, it doesn't look like he up and left. It is actually probably the cleanest thing you see in this room. It doesn't have any dust on it, like it's been used a lot, and it's pretty clean. But all the pieces are realigned to start a new game.
Hmm.
And if you look at the bookshelves, Piper, you're going to see a lot of just books that he uses for research in general. You don't see anything on the Salem witch trials. You do see like books that are local history, as far as like um, big names in the sorry, my
Right.
head position. So like big names that surround the city of like this person had a lot of influence about the construction and this person, so it's stuff like that. So you find things like that. You also see on a smaller bookshelf off to the side of the table that there are like what looks like personal readings. So a lot of classic novels, um, like that. But see, you don't see any papers, and you don't see anything that even says Salem or that says witch trials or anything like that inside this room.
But do I see a book that looks like it's been used more than anyone else? I mean, obviously, like first editions, I get, but like I'm looking for like this book has been taken on and off the shelf more often than any other.
Or the spine is
Torn a little bit, worn, definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Well, all of the personal books that are like probably things like Moby Dick and books like that are they look newerish. You can tell that he's read them, but they haven't been touched as much. When you look at the books that are on like the local history, uh, just based on what you can tell from the books, they're all well worn. Not there's not one that's more worn than the other, but you can tell by looking at them that he did spend a lot of time in all of them.
Okay.
thumb through, see if there's any notes in them, in the margins and such, or if I can tell what he was really interested in the local history.
Also, I want to look at the classic books and thumb through those to see if he's got any notes in those because sometimes we refer to the classics to give us clues.
Right.
It's, don't do Moby Dick. Don't get started. It will put you
I
to
won't.
sleep. Trust me.
Isn't that the one about the whale?
Big white whale.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. This is Piper. Nance knows that it's a whale, so.
Yes, it is.
When Sigmund Freud comes along, not for a few years yet, he'll say it's all penile envy.
So when you're flipping through the classic books, you don't see a lot of notes. Every once in a while, when you're flipping through, you'll see off to the margins there's numbers written in there. But there's not anything else out beside it. Like you'll just see a number like 18,243, and then underneath it, it'll be like 2046, and so it'll be like one or two numbers and then nothing. And then in another book, you'll see another list of numbers. But from what you can tell, they don't seem to be connected to anything that you're looking at. It's just random numbers.
Okay.
And as far as the research, or like say research, it would be like history books basically, that other people have written on the research they've done. When you're flipping through it, you can see notes where he would basically, like, I guess whatever the time of this period would be, like an asterisk, and then wrote out, need to have Amelia look into this, and it would be it, this would be something like finding out if this family still owns this building. So like this family built this building back when the city was founded, but who owns it now? Um, so when you're flipping through here, and based on what you saw on the table in the other room, you're probably just going to come to the conclusion that he was doing some kind of, aside from the witch trial papers, he was doing some kind of local research about the town itself.
Okay.
Make note of the family names and the buildings they might be connected to.
Okay.
Because witches can follow in family lineages.
I believe that the last place I have to go on this floor is down to the very front of the building, and that's where I'm gonna go then.
Okay, there's a room here and a room here. Obviously, y'all can look at this as well as the living room. So, which one are y'all gonna go to?
Before I leave the room, I'm going to open the closet and look in there.
Yeah, it's just like a linen closet. So you open it up and you just see like extra sheets and stuff in there.
Gotcha.
Um, on the top there's like a middle shelf that'll have other games. Like there's cards in there, probably where you can put like poker chips are in there, where you can play poker.
There is a room between me and the front door, right? It looks like an
Yes.
entertainment room. That's the room I wanted to go to, the entertainment room.
So she's talking about this one.
Yes, because I went to the bathroom.
I know I saw your note.
Okay. Just when you were like, you can go here or here, I'm like, well, I can't really see where here or here.
I know. I moved you. So in order to get there, you're actually having to like walk through. So would you like to look at the living room first and then that room? Because you're going to go through the living room to get to the other room.
Sure. Two birds, one stone, you know.
No, that's another game.
Okay. So there's also a lot of a lot of papers kind of strewn about in this room, but just looking at them, they're mostly of little importance. There's not anything that's just like sticking out to you guys. It's like, hey, this is super important. Um, but as you get closer right here, this is a fireplace.
Considering that there was burnt pages back at his office, let's look in the fireplace, see if there's anything in there that looks unusual.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Actually, Yeah, you're fine. Go ahead.
If there is anything in the fireplace, though, be careful not to touch it. We'll try and, because I have my handy dandy camera, we'll take a picture of it.
Okay.
'Cause
So
what kind of PI investigator would I be if I did not have the right tools?
So when you're, I'm not trying to rush you guys. I just know today is going to be a short session because I have to go to family dinner. But I wanted to let y'all just discover as much as y'all could. So, but my brain is just all over the place today. So when you're looking inside the fireplace, you do, Royce, see that there is burnt papers inside of here as well.
Peruse them. Anything legible?
Um, Kind of, sort of. So you're looking through it. There's a lot of it that you can't make out. However, you do find some papers that you can tell you can't get a lot of details from it because it's mostly burnt, but you can tell that it's some kind of like financial paperwork.
Ooh, financial paperwork. Does it look like it's he's okay paperwork, or is it like it's too red for me to be able to tell?
It would be paperwork paperwork that is good, that is probably detailing all his financial dealings.
Cool. Um, can I gingerly? I want to get a picture of it first, but I want to try and see if we can slide it out without damaging too much of it.
I thought that you said don't touch anything.
Yes, yes, I did, and I
Changed
agree.
your mind already.
But listen, if they're stacked on top of each other, right? Or are they just thrown in there willy nilly?
I mean, they're just thrown in there, but they're burnt down to small pieces. So,
Oh, never mind.
they
Just
are. I mean, they are. Some of them are a little bit bigger than others. So you might be able to get a couple of pieces out.
no, I'll just leave them alone. I thought they were like full papers and partially burnt down.
Yeah.
I'll leave it alone.
No, they're mostly burnt. They're just, you know how if you burn a piece of paper, sometimes it stops burning it. There's like a corner, like just a
Yeah.
corner of the paper that's not burnt, so you can make out a little bit of detail on it. That's what you're looking at. It's not, it's a pretty small piece of paper, but there's just enough detail in certain pieces that you can tell that it's financial accounts.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that then. I will take that picture though.
Okay.
Click. Clickety click click click.
You don't think that a stone could be out of place, do you?
Is there a fire poker we can poke any of the stones?
I mean, yes, there is a fire poker.
Look, I don't know what's there. I can't see.
Yes, there is.
Alright.
There's
Well,
also a little small stack of wood, like right there, that would have been. So there's a fire poker on one side and a little small couple logs in there that, if he wasn't gone, he probably would have used in the fireplace.
alright, let's do you want to poke around and I'll look through the wood?
Yeah, sure.
You're looking through the wood of the fireplace itself.
No, the one you said was stacked next to it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when you flip through it, there's nothing there. It's literally just little small logs. I understand why you're flipping through it, but when you do that, there's nothing there. And as maybe some ants, you see a few ants crawling on the wood, but that's about it.
I will
As you
promptly
look
freak out, scream a little bit, and try to hide behind Royce.
You're probably bigger than me.
I don't do bugs. I'm sorry.
Well, at least it's not spiders in a line going somewhere we don't know.
Why would you? Why with the bugs and the spider and the no? I got bit by one just now, so everybody's aware. I don't do spiders.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. But as Royce is poking the basically the coals and what's the remnants of what was the fire, the pieces kind of move around, but you don't see anything else in there, and it looks like the only thing that was burnt recently was those papers. You don't
Or I
really
thought you
see
were.
any.
I thought he was pushing the bricks on the outside to look for a secret
Oh,
passageway or
I thought you
something.
said he was poking this. Oh, my bad. I misunderstood. Is that what you were trying to do?
Yep.
Oh, okay, my bad. I thought you were saying you were poking the fireplace to see if anything else.
We were
Let's
totally
see.
Harry Pottering this up.
Yes, it's fine. Give me a spot hidden roll.
Nice.
Looky there. Um, so as you're poking on this fireplace, nothing around the fireplace is sticking out to you, but you do as you're looking at it. As far when I say nothing sticking out, like you're poking on the fireplace itself, nothing is like opening, or you don't seem to be finding like a hidden door. But you do happen to see like look up as you're investigating, and kind of like right on top of the fireplace, almost at eye level. And then I was like, wait, that's probably not eye level for a guy. Um, that there is a box that is just like one of those keepsake top boxes sitting on top of the fireplace.
Ooh.
Nice. Good find, Royce.
And Miss Thornbrook, you said don't touch anything, right?
Well, I meant like the things that the police would be looking for. So if we take the box with us, so do our fingerprints. Picking up what I'm putting
Thornbrook,
down?
you are a confusing woman.
Well, it's also what my late husband said.
Late.
I'm not
Get
married.
him a watch. Get him a pocket watch. He could be untied.
I'm not
Oh
married.
boy. She's a
Perhaps
black widow.
for one of the two of them into a pocket watch, then at least one of them will be on time.
Oh, dear Lord.
Hey, you brought up Harry Potter.
Right. So are you touching the box? Are you opening it? What are you doing?
You know, I probably have a pencil or something in my pocket. So if it's not locked or anything, I just like use the point of the pencil to like edge it open.
Okay. Yeah. As you it's not a small box, so we're not talking about like a jewelry box. I know that Nance probably knows what I'm talking about. You have those little small
Mm-hmm.
keepsake boxes that literally are only big enough to hold like jewelry or small things like that. It's bigger than that. So as you hold it up with the pencil, you kind of just look in there and you can tell he's got like keepsakes in there, and it can hold paper. So there's papers that are like recognition from the dean of like outstanding performance, or basically professor of the year type stuff. But not a whole lot. He's got like one or two of those in there. A note, a letter that was written by his mother, but it just says, "Congratulations on your new job. I hope that it's everything you dreamed it would be. Love, Mom." Basically,
And clean
um,
your place.
that those kind of things are in there. But based on your spot hidden roll, because I'm like you rolled well enough, I'm not gonna make you do it again. That when you open it up and you're looking at just like eyeballing, and I would imagine kind of with a single finger moving stuff around, trying not to leave anything, um, mess anything up too much, and you're just fumbling around in there. You actually kind of see at the top, like the edge of the top of it is a little gap, and it looks like there may be a hidden compartment inside the top of it.
Miss Thornbrook,
Yes.
you might want to look at this.
Okay. I will look at the box, take the box.
See where it's got this gap? That could be something hidden in there.
Okay. Should we open it here or should we wait for everybody else and then open it?
Well, as they asked us to keep it quiet, it might, and well, the police should have already been here by now, right?
I would assume I'm being told through whispers that they think we are the police.
Okay.
So if we are the police, then I guess it doesn't matter about not leaving fingerprints in places that we shouldn't be leaving fingerprints.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna bring this up. This is 1926. Fingerprints.
There's no fingerprints.
They were just starting to think about fingerprint identification. It was not a thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about fingerprints at this time.
That was like in research and development in some nerd's office in the basement thinking, well, this would be cool, you know.
I do understand you want to have reserve as far as not messing with things generally to make it look like someone has been in here after the fact. I do understand why you're doing that, but I wouldn't worry about fingerprints.
Okay.
I could go around and say, yo, you're Dane. You're Dane. Don't worry about the smoking, all right? You women folks stay outside. We'll let the men folk do the work. I could play that, and that'd be totally in character in 1926. But I won't do that, of course.
You're also not here, so.
He was just here. You don't have to rush.
Talking last
I was.
time, but you didn't. You wouldn't. You complained because I was lighting up a pipe. Remember?
Yes, because smoking is bad for you. Everybody
Yes.
knows that.
Yeah, not in 1926.
We sure did.
Everybody smoked back then.
Fingerprints were started to be accepted in U.S. courts in 1911. Thomas Jennings was convicted based on his fingerprint evidence.
So, alright, so I'm not worried about the fingerprints then. I'm more interested.
Yeah, we're not gonna. It may have been coming about, but I was already going to say that. Like, I wouldn't worry about fingerprints. We're not going to bring that into this. So,
but like, do we want to wait and get our people involved with this and discover it all at the same time, or do we want to do it one at a time?
that is up to you guys. But I mean, anything that you find, you can always share. So I don't think you have to have them here. It's just I assumed when you said you were splitting your party that when you guys come back together, you're going to share what you found with each other.
Awesome. Then we'll open it here.
Yeah,
I'll put it down on the.
Here, determine if it's important or not, and then decide where to go.
We can do that. I can do that. I'm okay with that. Let's open it up then.
Okay, so when you open it up, there are a few pieces of paper in here. The first thing that you actually see is there is like it's kind of sort of like a diary, but he has written like love notes to someone named Lucy Stone.
Lucy Stone. Do we know that name?
I don't.
I don't think you have heard it yet.
Alright, so let's check Lucy Stone.
Okay, so apparently he had a paramour. Someone that was important enough for him to write to.
Yep.
I've never
Anything else?
had someone that important in my life.
Oh. Well, you got me. there anything else in that box?
Yes, I was just waiting on y'all to finish that. So there is also, excuse me, um, like there's $1,000 in cash in there, as well as what looks to be like a forgery.
Forgery of what?
That's actually what I was looking up. Hold on 2 seconds.
A man with a gambling problem with $1,000 in cash on hand.
That's what I was trying to figure out. That doesn't make sense to me. Why would a man with a gambling problem and in 1920 have $1,000 in cash?
That's a lot of money.
Okay, I remember now. I'm sorry, I had to refresh my memory.
Okay.
So it appears to be a start of a forgery of the witch trial papers. So if Royce wasn't with you, Piper, you would look at this and maybe think that this was part of the witch trial papers itself. But Royce, being an academic, is going to look at it and instantly know that it's a forgery.
Okay.
What aspect of the witch trials? Are the trials in Arkham or elsewhere?
The paper that you're looking for.
What a forgery.
Yeah. Well, why do we have a forgery? That makes no sense. Like, he has a forged copy of the witch trials.
It's not a complete copy, so based
Right.
on what you were told. So based on what you were told from the dean, you know that what you're looking at isn't the complete set of papers. It's just a portion of it. So you have some copies of a forgery of the witch trial papers, but it's not the full entire thing.
But
So
here comes the question of why would he have any forgeries if he was the one writing it?
well, that's what you're here for, investigator.
I know, DM.
I have a theory forming.
Excuse me, it's called a keeper in Call of Cthulhu.
I'm sorry, keeper lady.
I don't actually care. I was just
I
picking.
have a theory forming, but I'd like to mull it over.
Okay.
As far as something that we would want to take, I think that these papers are definitely something we want to take.
Oh yeah. Those are coming with us.
The letters, I'm not so sure about. And the money,
I'm taking the money.
but that would be thievery.
And
We're already burgling.
the dude's not going to use it.
Still, you don't steal from the dead.
He's not technically dead. He's missing.
Well, you don't steal from the living.
Well, that's debatable. I think we should take it with us. Miss Keeper Lady, because you're insisting upon using proper terminologies here.
I said I didn't care. I was just picking. It's fine.
I know I'm gonna pick on you back. Does the money seem to be funny?
No,
I'm still
it
taking it
looks
with her.
it looks like cash.
It looks like evidence. I'm still taking it with us. Well, we could just take the whole box with us, Royce. So that way it's the whole thing just comes with us.
But it's evidence. The police might need it.
We are the police.
I'm not the police. I'm a professor.
Well, one of our people is a police.
Do what you want to do, Miss Bolingbroke.
I'm gonna take the whole box with us, and probably then.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. So you can take it. Just for the sake of like time wise, I'm just gonna. You don't see anything else worth looking at in this room. So you basically looking around. Think that you found all you're gonna find in here.
Cool. I was gonna head upstairs.
When she moves the
Okay.
box,
I
is
thought you
there
wanted to go to this room.
Is there a square floor where the box was and dust? Or clean,
Um,
rather.
yeah, there's a little bit of dust, so you can kind of see that there was a box there. It's not super prominent, but yes, there's a little there.
Take my jacket sleeve and just kind of rub over the mantle.
Wipe it a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
completely understandable.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
So when you walk into that room, Piper, you're actually going to see that this is a desk, and there are bookshelves and a chair, and this is actually a study.
Right, I found the study. The real one, not the fake one.
This is where we should find something of importance if there's going to be anything.
Do you want to look in here while I take a gander upstairs?
Sure.
Save some
That'll give
time.
me time to really peruse the
You can do
place.
that way. For the sake of time, guys, I'm going to tell you that when you go upstairs, it is his bedroom is on this side, and it appears to be guest bedroom on this side. These rooms are actually a lot cleaner than what you see downstairs. But you're not seeing anything up here. Um, you see kind of knickknacks in his bedroom, like on a shelf, and I mean like collectible type stuff that maybe he took a trip and he brought something home and he put it up there. Those are things, but you don't see any papers. You don't see anything like that up here. It's actually very, very clean.
So don't get the feeling that I should roll for a spot hidden anything.
No, not up here.
Okay, I'll go back down to Royce.
Yeah, that's
Nothing of note upstairs. It looks like that's his sleeping quarters and a guest room. But guess what? It's cleaner up there than it is down here.
Maybe he didn't spend much time up there.
Or, you don't poop where you sleep.
Excuse
could
me?
be both. Okay. Are you looking at the desk, Royce?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I assumed. Okay. It is very, very cluttered. There is paper all over it. Most of what you are looking through is not notable. However, when you're shuffling through it and move it out of the way, you do find a very, very small pocket notebook that when
Hmm.
you open it up, it has leaders' accounts on it, and so you can look through it and you will see details of repeated influxes of cash that will amount to like thousands of dollars, and then all of a sudden it's rapid removal. And so the sums are way like just you skimming over these numbers, like personal that these amounts of sums is way beyond the means of a professor.
Hmm. Looks like something wicked was going on.
Sorry guys, I'm just falling asleep because well time zones. So I guess I'll get going for now.
Okay.
See you next
That's
time.
all right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be shorter tonight, anyways, because I have a party to go to. So, that's completely fine. We'll just catch you up.
Okay, thanks. Okay, see you guys.
Uh,
I thought it was a family dinner. Now it's a party.
Oh yeah, it's
but it
total
is
party.
it's at a barbecue restaurant, but it is a family dinner for the birthday. I say party. It's there'll be cake at the barbecue
There
place.
better be cake.
There better be cake.
So as you're digging more, so like you find this, and I assume you pass it on to Piper, and she kind of thumbing through it herself. You also find travel tickets and a receipt, like multiple receipts for numerous trips to Atlantic City. You also find a receipt that is dated for September the 12th. That is the purchase of the replacement locks and bolts.
Mm-hmm.
So now you know what day he purchased the new bolts on his
And what
door.
time of year is it? It's October?
Yes.
So it's been 9 months. Are the tickets, are they punched or are they new?
One of them is new, but some of them are new and some of them have been punched.
Interesting.
Hmm. These are odd.
Yes. Why would he have several of them if he's? I mean, obviously this was an ongoing thing, a regular thing. Looking at the dates of the tickets, are they regular or are they sporadic?
Um, they're not super regular. Like it doesn't look like he's going all the time. But he does go frequently. So there is some time between the dates, but he has made the trip several times.
I wouldn't imagine that he would be able to afford this working at the university.
No, I would think that he wouldn't be, but there is this $1,000 in cash too.
And the money coming in and out of the accounts.
Mm-hmm.
I
Right.
smell something rotten in Denmark.
Little boy's
Maybe.
finger stuck in the dike.
So with that though,
They call it a dike, but we know what it was.
if you move those papers around, that's all that you find. Everything else is just not notable.
Alright. Alright. I guess we are going over to meet up with the rest of them. We never did say we were going to.
Should we take the small notebook?
Yeah. Anything that has those type of important documents on them, I think we should take.
So as for Randy and what was your character's name, Romar?
Arthur.
Arthur, that's right, sorry. I looked down and saw Grimbar and got confused. But I see now that it says Arthur, so that's weird. Probably my roll 20 being stupid again.
No, he
No,
changed
I
it.
changed it. I did it. I did it. I got it right.
Oh. Oh, okay, looky there.
Arthur Beauregard.
So you two head towards. I'm just gonna put this out there. You are headed towards the roadhouse,
Yep.
right? But this is not somewhere that shows up on the map. So this is this would have been. We're not. I'm not gonna make y'all actually go through it, but this would have been something that you all talked about, as in like, hey, have you heard about it? Somebody may have, somebody may not have, but Amelia may have been able to give you some information about it, but it is
Did she told us? She told us
right.
it was a roadhouse, and he used to frequent that. That's where he gambled at, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly. Right?
Yes. So you would have, but my whole point is you would have had to do a little bit of research to find out its location, and now Amelia may have been able to give you some of it, but you would have had to ask around, and uh, you have found out its location, but it is not well known. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. And I would have probably asked, the guys in what is it called, Vice, if they had heard of the gambling.
Exactly. So like and they would have been able to point you in that direction. Um, we watched enough movies to know that the police know these places exist, but they can't always shut them down. So, yes, you would have been able to find out. So when you get there, it's kind of a little like it looks normal on the
I
outside, like
I
it would
am
just
armed,
be
just FYI. So
okay. Yeah. It looks pretty normal as far as like every other building beside it. But when you enter into the roadhouse, it's very, very loud, and there's music playing, and it's pretty much a ruckus in there, ruckus, however you want to say it. It's on the edge of like the edge of the city, so it's kind of almost outside the town, but not quite. And there is uh, alcohol everywhere being illegally sold.
okay. Oh look, I'm gonna come in. And this kid's about to have an orgasm standing next to me. I'm in heaven, man. Little Bostonian. But all right, I just kind of start walking around and I'm looking for the kind of looking around and seeing if I can see a bookie or you know, and if one of my vice friends gave me a guy to talk to in there, I'll ask for that person.
Okay. Um, so when you are asking, um, you don't get a lot of information from the bartender himself, but you do notice as you're talking to the bartender that there is a waitress that is like serving tables, but she keeps looking over y'all's way and making eye contact with you and then looking away real fast.
Arthur's got a
Her
girlfriend.
her hair is like literally described as peroxide blonde, so she's got like very white hair because she kind of sticks out.
And she's kind of got the hourglass figure the 1926 ladies would have and stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah, she is very, very beautiful.
Okay.
Is it May West?
Sure.
We're on the East Coast, though.
So Maggie's.
Touche. That's good. So, all right. I'll look at the kid, and that's what I'm gonna affectionately start calling him. Hey, kid. Yeah, go find. I said, go find out what you can find out. I got some detective work to do. And
We're awkwardly talk to the blonde.
oh, that's what I was gonna do. So you're gonna go do
Oh,
that?
nope, then I'll go do something else. Well, you said, hey kid, go do something. I'm like, okay.
Oh, okay.
But I fixed it. I'm going somewhere else.
So and then I go over and I'll order a drink from her. You know, and I says, I'm looking for, and then I tell her the professor's name. I says, what can you tell me?
She's gonna look at you kind of funny and cock her head and say, "How do you know Charles?"
First name basis.
I says, Emily has me looking for him.
Emily. That's interesting. She never really liked him much. Why would she be looking for him?
Well, that's
She
what I
does
hear
know that
about
he's
that.
dead, right?
Oh, you kill him?
I didn't kill him.
How do you
No,
know he's
but
dead?
because I know him.
Okay, how do you know he's dead?
It's kind of hard not to know, to be honest. It, he was supposed to meet me, and he didn't show up. And so I went.
Who would want to kill him?
Oh well, I mean,
Who wouldn't?
I would hope that nobody, but I mean, he had his dark secrets.
And I'm listening. What do you secrets as in what?
Well, I don't know that I want to tell you. I don't know who you are.
I'll show her my badge.
Oh,
In a bar?
Yeah, I'm not scared.
She's gonna her eyes get a little bit
Yeah,
big, and
and I'm not gonna just flash it, but yeah, I show her my badge.
enough to where she sees it. I get what you're saying, not the whole
Yeah,
bar.
exactly. I'm not like
Um,
not a total doofus.
yeah, so she's going to her eyes get a little bit big, and then she kind of looks at you, and then like rolls her eyes a little bit. Goes, should have known. And she's gone like, look, if you're here and you're a cop, you probably already know. Like he had a gambling problem.
All right, so let's go back to the first question: who wants to kill him? And why? Why do you think he? So you think he's dead? Why?
Oh, I know he's dead
Why do you know he's dead?
because I talked to Amelia. I went looking for him in his office, and she was all hysterical, and she told me what happened.
And I do ask for her name,
It's Lucy.
Lucy.
What's yours?
Art.
I would say it was nice to meet you, but I ain't never really liked a cop.
Well, you haven't got to know me yet.
I guess we'll see. But as far as people who may want to kill him, I mean, there, I don't remember his name, but I do know that he was working with some former student that had been kicked out of the university a few years back. Uh, that I don't know what he was helping him copy, but he was helping him copy some type of documents, and he was paying him money. I don't know how much, and I would tell you his name if I remembered it, but I really don't know his name. I just know he was a former student.
And so have you reported the professor's death
I was told not to.
by Emily?
Well, yes, but also the dean of. They said that there was a lot of weird things surrounding his death. They didn't tell me a whole bunch, but that they needed to let some things get figured out before it got out. So I decided that given the kind of background that I knew that he was into, it was probably a better thing if I just kind of left it alone and not get involved.
All right, so Emily and the dean told you not to say anything. They tell you he's dead. Why were you there looking for him?
Well, I told you he was supposed to meet me.
For
I
what?
guess. Well, what else would he meet me for? We had a thing going on.
Okay. All right. So, eh, would the owners here have anything to do with wanting to have him dead?
I don't think so. And just to be honest with you, I, I don't know the owners. Whoever it is kind of does a real good job hiding their face. I just get a paycheck, but no, I don't think it would come from work itself. I know that uh, there were some people that he had problems with. There was this uh, two gangster like guys that met him before inside of here, and they like here inside the murder house, and they had a kind of heated discussion. But when he got when I they got up and left, and when I talked to him about it later, he said that everything was okay, not to worry about it.
Did he say who these people work for?
He wouldn't tell me. I tried, but he wouldn't tell me. I just know based
You're
on
smart. Who do you think they work for?
My guess is the mob, based on what I've seen. But he kept reassuring me that everything was okay. But he never did give me their name.
Did he ever have any issues with any of the people here running the games?
He owes money here, but not a substantial amount currently. I don't think. So I don't. I'm not gonna make assumptions, obviously, because you never know. And he's dead, and I would love to know what happened. But I don't. I don't think that his death had anything to do with this place. He had his issues, sure, but he was always able to reconcile here, and he has friends here.
Did he ever talk about anything strange?
What do you mean by strange?
Anything really strange that, occult, stupid stuff like that?
No, nothing like that. Not to me, anyways. We never talked. He told me that he had work that he was doing, and that he was had something big come up that could potentially make him a pretty famous historian. But I don't know the details or what it was.
So basically, okay, yeah, all right, all right. Uh, hmm. All right. When did you go see about the body? When did you go looking for him? And they tell you that he was dead. And did you see the body? Did they?
Um, I did. I went looking. He was supposed to meet me that night, and I don't remember the date, but he was supposed to meet me that night, and he didn't show up. So the next morning, I waited thinking he would eventually come around, but the next morning, I hadn't heard from him. So I went to his office, and that's when everyone, like Amelia, was there, and they said he had died that night, and I had to pay I wanted to pay my final respects, so I did look at his body. And I don't know what happened, but I know that wasn't normal. That's not normal, and I can't imagine knowing anybody personally who was capable of killing him in such a way.
Hmm. Okay, so let me go back to this. So I am going to let's go to the skills, attributes, character sheet, skills. What is the skill for get intimidators, spot hidden. I don't know if it's a spot hidden check or um, I know
Is she
how I
hiding
know how.
anything?
Yeah, in other words, I know how I felt when I saw the body, and I know how everybody else felt, and she just seems kind of like, it's no big deal. It's just weird looking, and I know how the doctor felt. I know how everybody else felt, and she's just not sounding, you know, kosher to me. So
So you could
I'm just
do.
trying to do like I don't know
It
what.
would be if you're just trying to see if you think she's hiding something. It would be a psychology roll in this instance,
Oh, that sucks.
right? You're basically trying to read her face.
Yeah, I rolled a 99 out of 20. I couldn't get a more.
Oh, critical.
Right, right. So you can't tell anything by looking at her, but if you think that she's hiding something, you could try to charm, intimidate, or persuade her to give you what more information if it's there.
I'm gonna try to intimidate her. You know,
Okay.
I don't think she's telling me something, and I'll let her know that. You know,
Making friends for life.
oh, somebody's.
It's Nams. Just a Discord we were setting.
All right.
Yes, you are.
So I am just not doing anything tonight.
Oh, that's fine. She is. So you try to intimidate her, and she just listens to you, and then she just kind of giggled, and she was like, "Look at you, tough guy. I've seen plenty of your type." Mhm. And then she just goes, just because I only got a few minutes for him to get off here. She is gonna look at you and say, "Look, I get it. I'm not gonna say I'm not upset that he's dead because of course I am, but I still have a job to do, and so I have to come in here and I have to pretend like everything's okay and that he's not gone, so that I can serve my customers. And so maybe that makes me a terrible person. I don't know, but like I'm still here, and so a girl's got to live, right?"
And I just kind of said, we'll be back, and I'll walk away. And I'm sorry. Uh, I kind of I cock blocked you on this one. Uh, now I apologize. I wasn't meaning to. I was just trying to
Okay.
be.
No, we got a few minutes if you want to tell me what you're doing.
It's a bar, right?
Yeah,
I'm just getting beverages.
but we can. I know I'm having to cut y'all short. And I'm sorry. So, and
That's right.
I didn't want to cancel on you guys again, but I forgot that today was a birthday of a family member. So I was like, I'm not gonna cancel. We're just gonna do the best we can. So when we do cut back next time, we'll just pick up here. And if you want to try to talk to Lucy some more or whatever, we'll do that then.
Yeah, I'll let you have at it because I didn't do very well.
Yeah. So what you doing, Randy?
Nah, we'll just get going. Go get to your family barbecue and have a wonderful time.
No, you ain't gonna
Nah,
tell
it's
me what
okay.
you're
It's
doing.
just yeah, no, I didn't really figure it out. It was just a bar. I was just listening to the storyline tonight,
Oh, okay.
and I know we were just trying to find leads, so I probably would have just been trying to
Well,
browse the
all
room.
right.
And you were saying that nobody hated him or nobody didn't like him in there, so that kind of leaves that he didn't owe them money. That was another path I was going to
Well,
go.
here's what we'll do because there are people you can talk to. They're not going to be. I will tell you that Lucy's the only person that has a name that's worth noting in here. So like, there are going to be NPCs that you can talk to. They're not going to have a name, but you can go around and talk to the patrons, and we can do that when we come back next time. And I'll make a note to remember that, and we'll have you talk to some of them because there is some information that you might be able to get from them.
Alright.
Just remember this: just because he may not have enemies per se, doesn't mean that stuff didn't happen and that people didn't see it.
That's
So
what I would have been trying to find out. Is I would have been trying to find
exactly.
out who makes the loans there, because the tough guy's not around. Nobody sees him, but somebody's got to be the loan guy.
Exactly. So, and I wasn't trying to jip you, and I'm sorry about that.
No,
I
it's all
just
good.
I lost track of time there, but I don't want to get yelled at for being late.
No,
So
that's why I'm saying get out of the room.
right. So I will make a note that that's where you're at, so that when we start up next time, we'll just start with you talking to um, the patrons and trying to get the information that you're looking for. So I'm sorry for the rush session. I do hope you still have fun, but I do feel like even though it was only a short session, y'all got a pretty good amount of information.
Yep.
Sure did.
Yeah. And again, Dal, I apologize. I shouldn't run you off
Oh
like
no.
that.
You were hitting on the blonde. I know what's going on. Coppers. If it's not donuts, it's blondes.
Well, okay, you got me.
But
Well,
I will post a reminder. It'll be 2 weeks from now. I don't foresee a birthday or sick kid, so we should be good. But
Look at the
I hope
camera.
you all guys have a good rest of your night.
You too.
Alright, Brittany.
Enjoy your party.
Alright, thanks, y'all. See y'all next time.
Yep.
Alright.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.